and a warm welcome, friends, in today's episode of our weekly magazine series, Youth Folio. The government has announced attractive packages for MSMEs and many other sectors to revive from the economic slump which has hit businesses and careers due to the COVID pandemic. Watch this and many other interesting stories in our first section, Current Issues. Assam Chief Minister, MSMEs and tea industry hail the central stimulus package. BSF Meghalaya Frontier distribute relief rations and increase vigil at international border. Tripura professor innovates robot to help health workers. Assam entrepreneur extends doorstep supplies of fish during lockdown. Women launch COVID-19 protection awareness campaign in Assam. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal held a meeting with top officials and cabinet colleagues recently to discuss the various benefits to Assam that will accrue out of the rupees 20 lakh crore package announced recently by the centre. Addressing a press conference soon after, the Chief Minister hailed the package, saying that over 1 lakh MSMEs present in Assam will benefit from the package.
Honorable Prime Minister has announced this 20 lakhs crores scheme, and this will definitely strengthen our economy. This will boost Indian economy, no doubt about it. And I am, on behalf of the people of Assam, especially thankful to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and also the Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji and Anurag Thakur ji, because whatever announcement they made, as you know, in Assam, more than 1,01,000 under MSME sectors. So all the unit will be benefited out of this announcement.
The COVID-19 has created devastation to many business houses without cash flow, without revenue coming in for the last 2-3 months. There has been utter disruption of the businesses. Small scale business houses are the worst hit. Without regular cash flow, the balances are depleting day by day. Now, with the government announcing the special stimulus packages, there is a ray of hope. The special packages, which will be routed to the banks, should help the MSME in a big way. The banks should also come forward and support in the best possible way. I feel that the small houses will gain by these collateral free loans. These loans will support as a seed money to re-establish their business, to stabilize the business, and then to grow better. The MSMEs and many business houses have already placed their assets in the previous loans. Now, without any business coming in, without any cash flow, so these collateral free loans is a blessing, and I welcome wholeheartedly this government's proposal. We request all banking institutions to come forward and support the rightful implementation of this proposal.
The Chief Minister specially talked about the tea industry, which is ailing under severe financial crunch. He remarked that the package will help the industry immensely. Tea producers, big and small, have also appreciated the government's concern for their well-being.
This is a great news for all of us, particularly the tea industry. As you know, tea industry was going, it's a seasonal industry. It was going through a very difficult period because of the production. And now, because of this announcement, all the unit will be benefited, and this benefit will be definitely enjoyed by none other than 40 lakhs people in the state of Assam, because these industries always embrace more than 4 million people, given them the job opportunity and given them an opportunity to earn their livelihood.
I would like to thank the Assam government for so many things. For allowing us to work 100%, for allowing us to open the gardens, for helping us with, even sanitizing the lines, for awareness out there, they're helping us with quarantine facilities out there. I would like to thank them for all of it, including procurement of rations. I am absolutely thankful for the Assam government for this.
The Chief Minister further implored people to buy and promote local products so that the industry benefits. All sections of industry in Assam have praised this call for Atmanirbhar Bharat. The shocking spread of infection among BSF Jawans and their family members in Tripura's Ambasa BSF units, with 137 being detected as COVID positive till the time of filing the story, has spurred BSF units to be extra vigilant. The Meghalaya BSF units deployed along the India-Bangladesh border, for instance, have stepped up vigil to ensure no Bangladeshi national comes in, as interactions with people from the badly corona-hit Bangladesh is being considered as very risky. Additionally, BSF in Meghalaya frontier has been distributing free rations and masks to help mitigate the problems of people living in the international border areas. People queue up regularly, maintaining social distance to take these benefits.
बीएसएफ जहाँ बॉर्डर पे है, हमारे यहाँ मिनी एमआई रूम्स इस्टेब्लिश किए हुए हैं। हमने सारे बॉर्डर के गांव वालों को बोल रखा है, जैसे ही किसी को कोई सिम्टम्स महसूस होते हैं या किसी को शक होता है, वो हमसे मदद दे सकता है। उसका हम थोड़ा बहुत जो चेक कर सकते हैं, अगर वो पॉजिटिव या कुछ उसके संकेत मिलते हैं तो उसको आगे रिफ़र किया जा सकता है। सबसे बड़ा खतरा बॉर्डर में जो है बांग्लादेश साइड से हो सकता है, क्योंकि बांग्लादेश आप देख रहे हैं फेंसिंग के साथ में बांग्लादेश है, और यहाँ 300 और 500 मीटर पर कुछ गाँव ऐसे हैं जहाँ पर ये जो है बीमारी आ चुकी है। तो गांव वालों को हमें बार बार समझाते हैं। पिछली मीटिंग में भी हमने समझाया था कि कम से कम बांग्लादेशियों को अपने गांव में ना आने दिया जाए। तो इस तरह के प्रिकॉशंस हम पूरे ले रहे हैं, और मुझे ये लगता है कि जितना डिसिप्लिन हमारे बॉर्डर पे गांव वाले ले रहे हैं, इतना शहरों में नहीं है। गांव के लोग बहुत इस मामले में जो हैं शिक्षित हैं।
जो हम बॉर्डर पे ड्यूटी कर रहे हैं, उससे किसी जवान को इन्फेक्टेड हो गया था, जो त्रिपुरा का केस है। दूसरा, ऑपरेशनली जो अभी चैलेंजिंग टास्क यही है कि किसी तरह से बांग्लादेशी जो लोग हैं, वो जो बॉर्डर के अंदर गैप्स हैं या जो बॉर्डर से आगे हमारे लोग रहते हैं, उनको संक्रमित ना करें।
Meanwhile, Tripura police recently nabbed 10 Bangladeshi nationals from Bitarban area in West Tripura. During interrogation, it was learned that all of them had illegally entered state capital Agartala 6 months ago and worked in a construction site. They were trying to sneak back to Bangladesh since construction sites stopped functioning due to lockdown. The many problems unleashed on mankind by COVID-19 is leading to several need-based innovations in the Northeast. Tripura University's Assistant Professor in Polymer Engineering, Harjit Nath, has designed this COVID-19 warbot, which can carry water, medicines, syringes and other items of up to 30 kgs of weight at a time to a distance of 20 meters. This can be very useful in hospitals treating infectious ailments like COVID-19. This robot, in which a camera and microphone have also been fitted for communication between doctor and other healthcare professionals and patients, can help in social distancing of healthcare professionals from patients with infectious diseases like COVID-19. Dr. Nath has spent Rs 25,000 approximately on making this robot and intends to donate it to a COVID hospital. While many people are lamenting the loss of business and jobs due to corona pandemic and lockdown, there are others who have fast adapted to the new normal and have changed track to pave ways for new source of earnings. Meet Khanjit Medhi, a veterinary science graduate from the prestigious College of Veterinary Science, Guwahati. Despite being highly educated, Khanjit did not get a satisfactory job. Not willing to sit and cry over his fate, he started a fish selling business. The lockdown time saw him hitting gold. When the average fish market of Guwahati closed down and people found it difficult to get their favorite part of meal, Khanjit started a mobile fish truck which would go from locality to locality and sell fish. Water was added to the truck by a simple method to ensure that the fish remained alive and fresh, while the tarpaulin stopped the water from seeping into the truck and damaging it. Khanjit, however, is a man with dignity and humanitarian values. When other people selling fish were demanding sky-high prices due to shortage, Khanjit did not try to make a fast buck unethically, but sold his fish for just Rs 150 per kg. The man sells chicken and other products too and earns in lakhs of rupees every month. He has given employment to many educated unemployed youth and is a beacon of light and path shower for many others.
আপোনাৰ মই ব্ৰইলাৰ ট্ৰেডিঙত নামিছিলোঁ তাৰ মোৰ কেটেল ফাৰ্মো আছিলে তাৰপাছত আপোনাৰ ব্ৰইলাৰ মই ডিষ্ট্ৰিবিউট কৰিছিলোঁ গুৱাহাটীত তাৰ লাহে লাহে এতিয়া লকডাউনত 3 বছৰ আগতে মই এটা ফিচাৰী কৰিছিলোঁ সোণাপুৰত প্ৰায় 120 বিঘামান হ'ব তাৰ প্ৰডাকশ্যনটো মই যোৱাবাৰ বেছি পোৱা নাছিলোঁ বেছি দামত মাছবোৰ চেল কৰিব পৰা নাছিলোঁ বেপাৰীয়ে তাৰ পৰা মাছটো আনিছিলে কিন্তু লকডাউনৰ সময়ত কি হ'ল গুৱাহাটীত মাছৰ দাম বহুত হৈ গ'ল জেনেৰেল মানুহে এজনে 400 টকা 500 টকা ৰেটত মাছ খাব পৰা নাছিলে তাৰ মই ভাবিলোঁ এখন পাৰ্মিশ্যন ওলাই মই যাতে হোম ডেলিভাৰী ঘৰৰ দূৰে গৈ মই যাতে মাছটো দিব পাৰোঁ মই 150ত ফাৰ্ষ্ট ৰূপচন্দা ৰৌ মিৰ্গাৰ পোৱালি এইবোৰ এনেকৈ মানুহক ছাপ্লাই দিছোঁ মোৰ প্ৰটেক্সাৰৰ অপজিটতে মোৰ ৰেষ্টুৰেণ্ট আছে বৰ্তমানটো লকডাউনৰ সময় দোকান বন্ধ এতিয়া ছ'চিয়েল মেইনটেনেন্স কৰিব দিছে দোকান খুলিব দিছে তথাপিতো এতিয়া কাষ্টমাৰটো এনেকুৱা নাই এতিয়া কি ভাবোঁ সেইকাৰণে আমি ওলাই আহিলোঁ মই দাদাৰ লগত কথা পাতিলোঁ তেখেতে ক'লে এনেকুৱা তুমি ওলাই আহা তোমাক মই যেনেকৈ বনাব লাগে বা যেনেকৈ কৰিব লাগে শিকাই দিম মই 2 দিনমানত কৰিলোঁ 2 দিনমানত মানে ধুনীয়া লাগিলে মোৰ তেখেতে যিটো ছিষ্টেমত মোক বনাই দিলে যিখিনি ছিষ্টেম কৰাই দিলে মানে ইমান ধুনীয়া লাগিলে মই মানে এটা গতানুগতিক মানে এটা ইনকামো আহিছে
A group of women in Assam launched awareness campaign to ensure that every person in the locality is aware about protections to be used against spread of the COVID pandemic. A lawyer by profession, Sabina Ahmed, accompanied by few homemaker friends, visits markets in different localities in and around Guwahati, distributes sanitizers, soaps and masks, and also teaches the shopkeepers on how to maintain cleanliness to prevent coronavirus spread.
আমি নিজে যেতিয়া বজাৰ কৰিবলৈ যাওঁ তাত আমি দেখোঁ যে তেওঁলোকে সোশ্যাল ডিষ্টেন্সও মেইনটেইন নকৰে মাস্ক পৰিধান নকৰে আৰু তেওঁলোকে যি নীতি নিয়ম মতে দোকান খুলিব লাগে সেই নীতি নিয়মখিনি মানি চলা নাই সেয়েহে আমি আমাৰ মহিলাসকল আমি বহি পেলাই আমি আলোচনা কৰি আমি নিজে আগবাঢ়ি আহিছোঁ যে আমি কেনেকৈ মানুহক বুজাই ক'ব পাৰিম আমি 10 জনক বুজাওঁ আৰু সেই 10 জনৰ পৰা ফোন নাম্বাৰ এড্ৰেছ কালেক্ট কৰি তেওঁলোকক আৰু 10 জনক আমি বুজাবলৈ দি আছোঁ তেনেকৈ কৰোনাৰ যিটো চেইন কৰোনাৰতো চেইন ন এজনৰ পৰা 10 জনৰ সংক্ৰমণ হয় ঠিক তেনেকৈ সেই সংক্ৰমণক আমি প্ৰত্যুত্তৰ দিবৰ কাৰণে আমাৰো চেইনটো ষ্ট্ৰং কৰিব লাগে আৰু এটা কিট দি পেলাই আমি হাত কেনেকৈ ধুব লাগে নাম্বাৰ 1 4টা ষ্টেপত হাত ধুব লাগে সেইটো ডেমো দেখাইছোঁ দোকান পোহৰ কেনেকৈ চেনিটাইজ কৰিব লাগে 3 ঘণ্টা মূৰে দিনত আৰু ৰাতি কেনেকৈ ব্লিচিং পাউডাৰ দি চেনিটাইজ কৰিব লাগে তাকো ডেমো হিচাপে আমি দেখুৱাইছোঁ
MSMEs of the Northeast are very happy with the economic package announced for them by the central government. We spotlighted on pickle entrepreneur from Assam, Dalimi Deka Chaudhary.
प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट है। इसमें मेरा जाम, जेली, पिकल, सॉस, स्क्वाश इंक्लूड बहुत चीज़ें आते हैं। 9 एम्प्लॉय लेके मैं यूनिट चलाती हूँ। तो अभी जो MSME में जो सुविधा है वो तो बहुत ही अच्छा है।
Though the stop in fairs and festivals has hit her heart like many others, Dalimi has received orders to supply her pickles, jams and jellies by Neramak and Horticulture Department of the government, besides several grocery shops of Assam. She has called back her 9 women employees to restart work, abiding by the COVID-19 protocol of wearing masks, sanitizing regularly and maintaining social distance. Additionally, she is open to conducting online training programs. In the past 10 years, she used to be often invited by the Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship Guwahati and other departments to conduct training programs in food processing for the youth. Well, friends, we'll go in for a very short break here. Stay with us, we'll be right back with you. First World, a complete monthly magazine of the Northeast, read by who's who of the land, packaging news and current affairs, sports, culture, festivals, achievers, life in Metro and lots more. Buy the magazine today from stalls across the Northeast and New Delhi at ₹50 per copy, or subscribe for 12 issues by paying ₹550 online. For details, contact 98101 29327. Young Naga singer Anju Disuang has earned a huge name for herself in the national capital. She shared her lockdown story with us. Let's hear her. With concerts and events having been cancelled and suspended indefinitely worldwide due to lockdown and fear of coronavirus, many performers are suffering from anxiety, fearing for their livelihoods. Many, however, have adapted to the new normal. Singer Anju Disuang from Nagaland, who one could see and hear in many musical events in the national capital, belongs to the second category.
And the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time.
A graduate in sociology from Nagaland's Pranabananda Women's College, Anju today earns her livelihood by teaching music in Haryana's Chant O Chords Music School based in Gurgaon. In the lockdown time, she has shifted to online teaching and is earning between ₹50,000 to ₹60,000 a month.
Life in peace, you may say I'm a dreamer.
She says that lockdown is helping her to save on travel time and transport costs to the music school.
I want to share on how I'm spending my time during this shutdown. As usual, I usually wake up in the morning and then spend most of my time in music. I read some books, of course books related to music, and then I sing, I practice some songs, and then I play my piano. And sometimes when I get bored, I do some craft, DIY, flowers and all those stuff.
Anju is a lady of many talents. Apart from cooking, cleaning and teaching music, she also makes artificial flowers, which she earlier used to sell. She learned the skill from YouTube, and thus her message to all is to learn something during lockdown time. Well, friends, we've reached wind-up time of our episode now. Check out the names of our contest winners of this week. For our contest section, we had asked you which hospital's director did we feature in the episode. The answer is Dr. Amal Chandra Kataki, Director Dr. Bhuvaneshwar Borua Cancer Institute, BBCI. The winners are Lilima Begum from Nalbari, Assam, Trishna Jyoti Bharali from Sonapur, Assam, and Kamal Dev Barma from Jirania, Tripura. Congratulations winners, we will recharge your mobile phones with Rs 500 each. Viewers who wish to win similar recharges from us have to answer a very simple contest question. Write back about one news item covered in our current issues section. Rush your entries to youth_folio@yahoo.com or WhatsApp or SMS to 98101 29327. Don't forget to tune in to Youth Folio again next Saturday at 7:30 p.m. only on DD Assam. You could also watch our earlier episodes on YouTube, and please also subscribe to our Vision channel on YouTube. See you again next Saturday. Until then, goodbye and take very good care of yourselves.